Today we're heading out to finish out one of our emerald ash borer treatment sites over at High Rock, which is a beautiful ash stand south of Spivey Gap in North Carolina. And here with Tom Green and Josh Kelly. Tom's from Hemlock Restoration Initiative and Josh Kelly's from Mountain True. And so we're going out to treat just another 5, 8, maybe 10 trees to finish out the site. And it's very exciting because it takes a lot of work to protect trees at these sites through recon and inventory and figuring out road access. The emerald ash borer kills some of these species of ash trees in North America at a 99.7% mortality rate. And in the next couple of years, the ash forests that aren't protected will cease to exist. Ash trees and ash forests are a small part of the Southern Appalachian ecosystems, but when you get there, you know that you're somewhere special. It helps give me a sense of place. As these species disappear, so are the species that are dependent upon them, and that ecological cascade can never fully be understood. So we're taking proactive action to protect these trees alive on the landscape while we figure out what we're going to do next.
Trying to pick trees is a hard job because we have less money than we have trees. So we have to really prioritize the trees we choose. And we try to choose trees that are close to the trail so that they're going to provide a benefit to people hiking the trail. And then we're also trying to choose the healthiest trees and the trees that have the best chance to survive for the long term.
245 milliliters.
That is
about $120.
Yeah, $120 of chemical in this lovely tree.
$120 just in chemical. But they're beautiful trees. Hard to hang a price on that.
Myself and my colleagues up and down the trail do a variety of natural resources work, from forest protection to invasive exotic species control to wildlife habitat management for species like the golden-winged warbler, our rare plant monitoring, and our thinking being, what is the value of a trail that runs through a degraded or compromised landscape? As our ecosystems decline for a variety of reasons, whether it's climate change, invasive species, development patterns, the value of the trail could potentially be compromised. And so we're here working to keep the trail running through the healthiest forests and ecosystems as possible. I've managed to do a few cool, meaningful projects in my career, and I would say that this is one of the biggest honors I've had, is to be able to protect a species of tree for educational purposes, for reintroduction purposes, and there will be a time when we see ash trees back on the landscape. This site, it is a standalone ridge, and so as we keep these trees alive, they will be able to, in the future, scatter seed across the landscape and the surrounding valleys once the pest has moved through. It could be as serious as us keeping a species of tree from going extinct on the landscape in an area that we value. This is the last ash tree in North Carolina because of time limitations, funding limitations, and we got a rainstorm on our heels here and a really scary road driving out. So this is probably about the 760th tree. Over half of those are in North Carolina, but this is the last tree in this grove, and it feels good to have this sense of accomplishment. This is a pretty magical piece of forest. I'm glad that we're in a position to help.